Hello, everybody. Welcome to Apex League Racing Round 2 here in Suzuka. Starting off with full qualifying, three sessions to try and get to the top. First session now, the bottom three will be knocked out, I believe, as we have 17 to 18 cars. So bottom three, bottom four will be knocked out. Right, why can I hear myself twice? There we go. Right, fix that. Yeah, so bottom three, bottom four will probably be knocked out of the session. We are looking at a good race here. Suzuka, mixed conditions. We don't know if it'll be dry or wet. We hope it'll be dry after what happened in Season 1 for those OG members who remember Season 1. Welcome you to the commentary team. I welcome you guys to the commentary team. We have Joseph Singh, former ALR driver in Season 2 and Season 1, and our good old friend Imperial, the guy who's been here since the beginning. Say hello.
Hello,
Good
hello.
morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are in the world. We have a car. Sit it.
We've got our first car
minute.
going out. The Fox, the first man to start his qualifying lap.
Okay.
Between
Who's
who
in
was
sixth
that?
place?
I
I
just
can
saw an
double check.
unsafe release between here,
It's Salma.
between Mint and whoever TTV races again. I need to remind myself on all the names
It's
because
V-Cub.
yeah, everyone's now flowing out to get their first laps in. I'll start off with you, Joe. Who do you think is going to be our bottom three? Who do you think is going to be knocked out of Q1?
Bottom three, well, after racing AJ Curtis for a while, for a long while, I have to say AJ Curtis will probably be down there, no disrespect to you. The AJC Sauber is very tricky kettle of fish to drive, as I learned the hard way in Australia.
Oh, as Resnell is stopped through this, he's got that going again. Right, yeah, continue.
Yep. And I don't know, I think into the bottom five, probably the Fox. He's probably going to end up going, I don't know, he's probably going to end up burning down the bridge that connects the figure of eight. So
You think he's gonna just put a hole in that and just disconnect the entire thing?
He's probably going to end up going from 130 out to China.
Oh wow, the slander's really started already. I thought we would get it to at least Q2 before that started, but no, straight out the box. AJ Curtis, the only person not to start to leave the pit lane, going for an alternate strategy, it appears. What?
Jackass currently has
an invalidated
lap. Oh, AJ's on in. So is Termiter. We have yellow flags, one of the Hasses, I believe, to be Obek, as he's the only Hass.
Jackass into the gravel.
Oh, so Jack Smart is in the gravel. That's just lovely. The Fox goes purple sector 1, probably because he's the first car, and immediately loses it.
Oh, there's a yellow flag. That's just people just getting out of the way.
The McLaren of Resnell, I believe, is just coming to the box. Probably because he had a skill issue.
Probably.
On his outlap.
That Fox, he used to commentate for ALR, didn't he, for Season 1 and I think half Season 2 as well.
He is a former commentator of ALR.
In that number 5 Williams fandom.
And he was a former.
Big slide. Oh. James Quinn with a big slide, and there's a Williams on the grass without a front wing. That's Polius. Season 1 dominator.
The season 2 champion already. Season
right.
James
1 second. Oh, red flag.
And Alpine.
Is that a red flag?
Loads of cars off the deck.
No.
There's a huge.
Oh no, it's not red flag. It's invalid laps.
Yellow flag.
My track map went red.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, was it? We had an Alpine. We had the Alpine of Yolo Heng and the V Carb of, I believe, Kian, who both went into the gravel through the 2 Decna corners, and Polius, I think, has gone wide where Carlos Sainz binned it a few years ago.
Yeah, Polius is missing his front wing. Polius is missing his front wing here. Just the first couple of laps of flying into. Fox made a pit stop. Oh yeah, Aston Martin off.
Aston and
Jack Smart.
Alpine off.
Jack's back
Struggling
going again.
already.
Immediately joins onto the racing line. A great race from him there. Just blocking everyone else. But he's
To be
got back
fair,
going
yeah.
again. He didn't block
If it
anyone.
wasn't for ghosting, Luxie would have just taken the front off of him.
Yeah.
I think the car's just gone off again as well. I think that's. Oh no, it's just getting out of the way. Never mind. Yeah, now
Yeah.
Min
Speaking of
on pole at the moment.
Luxie, though, Luxie has set the fastest. Oh, pardon me. That section Luxie has just gone through is Luxie was the fastest.
Yellow's
I
out.
mean,
Yellow Henkai's out.
we don't really know where people will be until, all of these laps have come in. But with Mint Kestrel at the start with a 28.9, best of the rest. But this is only Q1, so some of the drivers won't be pushing. I don't think Tame Super Jazz or Luxie or James Quinn will be on blistering lap times because they'll just be looking after the car.
I know someone else who isn't going to be on a blistering lap. It's Yellow Henkai. Henkai in the Alpine.
Oh yeah, he's out.
Yeah, he crashed in 130R. I think he must have hit the grass or something, and
Lost
which is
it.
not ideal. So that's a pretty predictable.
And Jack Smart has left the session, so if he can get an invite back, that'd be useful. Whoa! As the Fox was very close to making contact there.
Fox 5-place grid penalty for collision with Archie Sofield.
Yeah, he got very. I think they did actually make contact going through the S's as Archie was on a lap, and DeFox was on an out lap.
Yeah, I'm watching AJ Curtis going through the S's here. He's on the inters. And he's going up the hill into the Dagna curves, and he's sat at 46.3. He's only to be fair, he's only a second off, or just over a second off of Jackass's time, but he spun through the Dagnas, and that is AJ Curtis' lap pretty much over now. Probably come in and put some dry tires on, mate, because he's round again at the hairpin, similar to how I think it was Dottie or Spirit who's spun in season 1. That was a very similar spin. He's now reversing up the track. That is a very dangerous thing. AJ Curtis, if you didn't know, you meant to drive forwards in F1, not reverse. But yeah, so not the ideal qualifying at the moment for AJ Curtis. He's hitting. I think he's doing the marshals at Japan a bit of a service with mowing the lawn here on the grass. He's not really enjoying his time here at Spoon Curve. He's now heading. But I think we got a McLaren. Yeah, Renzo, he's just gone up to P8 with a 35.6.
Next, the Fox is now starting his main lap as we are watching on board. He's now starting his lap. He's got an Alpine in front of him of Smudgy, who's not Smudgy. Yes, Smudgy, who's also on a hot lap. So those two are both just going around together. We'll see between those two who improves. Still a couple of cars, 5 cars, not to set a lap. Of course, Yoda Henke did DNF through 130R, not a great start to his weekend. James Quinn also on a lap, really just trying to push it on the mediums, and just trying to improve and get close to Mint Kestrel's time in the garage.
There's a melee with the Fox. The Fox and Nubby have so Nubby was going slower than the Fox through the S's. The Fox has backed off, and then Nubby's gone through the Dunlop curve and gone onto the gravel, and now they're both just they're doing Roblox racing from SSR together, it seems. And there's a collision. That's incredible.
And Nubby's just broken to Fox's front wing. A bit of violence from the Fox in the driver's chat. Apparently, there's a couple of accusations going on there. We will not be repeating what that says due to the family-friendly policy at ALR and MG Broadcasting. Kill Spree is on a lap. Season 2 champion going through Degna 2 up towards the hairpin. He's approaching an area where there's a couple of cars who have had some shenanigans. As he's entering yellow flags. Yellow flags in sector 1, 2, and 3. Lots of drivers having skill issues.
Decarb off. That is Kian. And I think the Fox is just. Well, he's playing GP2 right now. As his teammate comes through.
There we go. Yeah, it's being passed by the Fox there on his out. No, sorry, the Fox letting Polius through. Not getting my words correct as they come through the final chicane and the final few corners of the lap. Let's see if Killspree, who's currently P17, bottom of the standings, will he improve to P6? That's going to be very good for him. Just gets him a good position as there is a Mercedes slow.
Yeah, that is James. He's getting out of everyone's way through Dunlop Curve and into. He's struggling now. He's behind Mink Kestrel.
I don't think he's
By roughly
struggling. I
3
think
seconds.
because it's only Q1, he's just waiting for the next session to improve because he's also on the mediums. So, he's looking after his comp's tyres and he's making sure he's got enough sets for Q2 and Q3
Yeah,
to really
good
get that
point.
pole
Good
lap
point.
in.
Yeah, good points to be fair, but yeah, no,
I think
P1 for
everyone at
28
the moment
rounds.
is now just on a cooldown lap. Jack Smart is 9 seconds up, but it's invalid, so he'll probably have to go for another lap or box this lap.
There is
to make
someone
sure
on the
he
lap. It's
gets.
AJ Curtis. AJ Curtis on another lap.
Line on the.
Yeah, Jack Smart is going to do a second lap time to try and improve his position. He won't be knocked out at the moment,
That might have.
but someone who will be knocked out, AJ Curtis, as he enters the gravel.
Oh,
That was a perfectly timed transition for the broadcast. Tab onto AJ Curtis, taking his own liberties with the track limits.
Not just that, Thelmeister as well, improving up ahead of AJ Curtis and Jack Smart on the intermediate.
The green and cream coloured kick Sauber. It's green and cream from the grass and the gravel, not the livery. That's been kicked up onto the livery. He's not having a good time, is he? He's just not been able to get it together and set a good lap time. The Fox in the pit lane, he's not actually yet set a lap as we have 6.5 minutes left of this session. Termiter in the Red Bull is currently now just waiting for AJ Curtis to pass him. Not AJ Curtis, my mistake. Mint Castrol to pass him. So he's got a quick driver in front of him and he's just going to be warming up his tyres. I think he's actually on an in lap. So he doesn't have to worry. Lots of drivers going out on another out lap thinking they're not in a safe position. Mint Castrol being one of them. I thought he could have just stayed into the pit lane unless he's trying to get that track experience up. But drivers like Kian, DeFox, who else have we got here? Nubby and Resnall all probably need to go out again, as well as Louis, the other V carb, probably need to go out and just lock in, secure that position, because I think that is really where the fight is going to be for track position. As AJ Curtis is trying again, 7 seconds quicker through sector 1.
Yeah, it's his first lap on soft, and
Whoa.
also I think DeFox has heard what you were saying about going out for another lap because he's witnessing this performance.
Yeah, AJ Curtis is 1.4 seconds up through sector 1 as he now enters the hairpin of sector 2. He's not had good luck through here in previous laps, but he's managed to do it relatively clean for AJ's standards. As he now approaches Spoon Curve. You may remember from season 1, there was a lot of chaos into this corner, where there was a half-grid pile-up on the final lap as myself and Tame Superjazz, currently P3 in qualifying, went too wide, and Tame Superjazz just lost the rear. Yellows in sector 1, Kian and Resnall just tangling a bit as AJ's going through 130, are 12 seconds up on his lap. Just know he has done a 146, so 12 seconds will not be a top lap time position, but it will be enough to probably keep him out of the drop zone. As he comes across the line, P13. So Thermiter, he was currently in the pit lane. He's going to have to go out again, otherwise he's going to be knocked out in Q1.
Yeah.
It's on Inters, so he's probably just getting track experience. He still has 3-4 minutes, so Termiter's got plenty of time to get out on track and get that lap time in.
Yeah.
Nubby now coming through towards 130R. 16 seconds down, so he won't be making an improvement. Oh, as he has a massive bit of snap oversteer.
That's a huge snap.
Probably not got the setup right as he's sliding again and again and again on this lap as he makes a
now he's pitting.
wise pit stop. Resnall, currently invalid. He stays out. He's probably going to try and go for another lap. If I was him, I would have boxed, changed the tyres over because he's got enough time to make a pit stop and go back out again.
Can I just clarify, with the 17th slot out, is the elimination moved up to 14, 15, and 16, or is it just going to be 15 and 16?
No, still 15 and 16, so only 2 dropped positions in Q1, so lots of these drivers can just take it easy.
In which case, those bottom 2 drivers need to be trying their best to drag themselves up.
Jack Smart is on an out lap trying to improve. The Fox is on a hot lap as he comes into 130R. Let's see where his time will put him. Oh, as he's well off. And he's going through the chicane as the leader, Mint Kestrel, would have finished his lap. He's going to set a lap time. Is it enough to improve? P15, not enough. But he does time for another lap.
Yeah, not just that. I think he has, if I'm not mistaken, grid drop penalty.
Yes, he does, but that will only apply until after qualifying. So he can drag someone out of queue, put someone out of queue, put them into Q3 and stops them improving, which would possibly improve his position. I think it's the most tactical position or thing to do is Jack Smart has now started his hot lap, was blocked by one of the Red lead of Termiter, who is now on an out lap. Who's going to try and improve with, what is this, 1 minute and 48 left on the clock. There's more yellows in Sector 1 where Termite is just letting some of the lap traffic through. As Resnall's out, Resnall's retired from the session. Oh, he's retired from the pit lane. Yeah, people are starting to retire because they believe their position is safe.
Slide for Jack. Big slide for Jack as he heads to the end of his lap here on the medium Sector 1, and as RJ retires, Jack heads now into the spoon curve, the chaos curve of Japan. He heads down now, and I don't know, he's looking alright, but he is looking a little bit just edgy. He just doesn't seem like he's too confident with the car, but which is a promising sign for Jack, especially in what I think is his debut performance, is it? In ALR?
Yes, Jack Smart is not his debut performance. Previously known as Dotty in other seasons. He's coming through now in the final corner. Does he improve off and out of the drop zone? Yes, he does. He's well out, P4. He's now in a safe position, which knocks Termiter out. Unless he can improve, as Nubby is having trouble with turn 1. He's probably at risk. Kean's at risk. I would say AJ Curtis is currently at risk, as Termiter now starts his hot lap. The Fox retires, he's given up, which means only 1 spot is left. So the only person who can drop out now is AJ Curtis. Everyone else can retire from the session because it's now a fight between AJ Curtis and Termiter just to stay in this session.
AJ Curtis hasn't made it.
Done.
He hasn't made it to the flag in time. So AJ Curtis is out of the session. So
right, it's to Termiter. 0.8 of a second is what he needs, if I am correct. 0.6 of a second, sorry.
And Mint Kestrel. Oh, and Jack S. So there's 4 people left now. Yeah,
Dotty as well.
Mint Kestrel and Jack don't need to be on laps because they are safe. Same with Nubby, he's also safe. The Fox needs a re-invitation, if that's possible. There we go, thank you very much. Termiter now coming through the end of Sector 2. Let's see if he is 0.6 up or not.
Also, notable
mention... He's 4 seconds up. If he can just keep it together through these last couple of corners, he will knock AJ Curtis out of Q1 and get himself into Q2. Coming now through the final corner of the track. Does he improve? Yes, he does. P3.
No, P3. Great lap.
AJ Curtis. is out, and James Quinn did go to the top of the timing sessions. We missed that earlier, but because we were too focused on the bottom of the track.
Also, notable mention: James used to the top of the timesheets in Q1, so that's going to leave him a little bit for Q2, Q3 if he's needing softs at all. He's not got a set now.
Right. Thankfully, we now have a reference Q1 photo. I'm just going to store that away in the moderator channels. There we go.
Yeah, just very, very impressive that they might have just leaped all the way up to third, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good
Like,
performance for him.
Yeah, it's almost like if he didn't start on inters, he probably could have done better.
Yeah, I mean, he was just playing it to the last moment, you know. He was just trying not to waste any sets of tyres and just wanted to get that lap time improvement just as last as you can. Whose background noise is that?
Yeah, that's Joe. I don't know what's happening there.
Joe, please try and fix that. Mute if you until you can try and fix that, please. Okay, right, I'm gonna have to mute. Joe, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave until you can fix your microphone because that is horrific. Either your noise suppression is failing, just check it is on because it's horrific.
I hit him with a server mute just for a sec.
Cool. We are now going into Q2. 10 drivers, 15 drivers in this session. The bottom 5 are knocked out. So here we are. We will see who improves. We have the option of onboards between Termiter and Polius. We are not Sky Sports, so there is no red button you can press to watch on board with them. But we will put on a mini cam when those two are on track during crucial moments in this race. We will now just wait to see if... Okay, we've got one car on track. It's Quinn. He's decided to go out for the early, trying to be the early bird on the circuit. Getting out on circuit, just getting in a banker lap time on the soft compounds of tyres. I would presume those tyres are the worn tyres. You would agree, would you think? This early in a session, you'd put on a set of old softs and just get a banker lap in?
Yeah. So is it going to be 3 from Q2 as well?
No, bottom 5, top 10 advance from this session, 11 through 15 will be knocked out. So it's a bit more of an important session to get the good lap times in if they want to just stay in this session and try and get a better qualifying position. Crucial one for a lot of these guys because, you know, some of these drivers are really top-notch drivers here and are really quick. Tame Super Jazz, Mint Kestrel, James Luxie, Jack Smart, Termiter, all drivers, Killspree even, all drivers I think could be in the top, you know, do have a chance for the pole position and the pole position award. I just don't know who's going to get it. It's going to be a close one, but if they get knocked out in Q2 by someone else who just slightly improves or they don't get a good enough lap time in, they don't get a chance for the pole position. So it's very important that they do get a good lap time in and get through, but they also need to manage their tyres. Be an interesting one as James Quinn, first car on circuit, goes through 130R to start his hot lap. Coming now into the final chicane, very famous for the Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost, where they had contact during the race. Let's hope it doesn't happen here. James Quinn now starts his hot lap. Obeck, the only person not to go on track, almost going to offset himself, the rest waiting for the circuit to rubber up. That could be an interesting strategy, but would maybe risk him getting a good bank. Killspree second to start their lap. Luxie third. Resnal fourth. Who else have we got? Louis fifth on circuit. Kean sixth. AJ seventh. Termiter eighth. At the moment, starting their laps. It'll be an interesting one for sure. Seeing who improves where as we get onboard option with Termiter. 2008, if you look in the minicam, is James Quinn has backed out of his lap. Which now means the first person on their lap, I believe, is Killsbury.
We. Obek's the only one still in pit right now.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's been staying in for as long as he can, but I mean, as these guys go around, the circuit will get more and more rubbered in, so it's probably a good idea for him to, wait for there to be more rubber, more grip, and get a better banker lap than everyone else. As Killsbury comes across the line to get the first banker lap of the session, QT 130.2, decent lap time, as Luxy just smashes out with a 1 second improvement. As James Quinn there with 144, he had a moment on his lap, so he's going to have to get another good lap in. Kian and Louis have just started to get more laps in his Termiter, gets a good banker lap in. The mini cams are a bit delayed to the main broadcast, but it is what it is.
Oop.
Let's turn the mini cams off. All the drivers are now probably on some in laps.
Is pulling back into the pits because their lap was invalidated.
Sorry, who was that? Nubby?
Curtis.
Curtis.
AJ Curtis.
And Nubby as well, because he's in the pits.
Yeah, their laps
RJ now coming across the line. P7. So decent bank collapsing, very similar to Q1, but as the circuit develops, these times will start dropping away. Is Obek, do you think, only going to do one lap in this session, try and really save the tyres for Q3, where he's the best chance of improving?
Maybe. I mean, considering the time performance the Mitre was able to put in last minute, Obek might be shooting for a similar strategy.
So I'm just going to sort out some things with YouTube.
All right, no worries.
So broadcast is currently showing the pause menu. Problem with F124 is that I can't not have that, which is really infuriating. There's nothing I can really do about it. Okay, there we go. Got that away. Okay, right. Okay, I've got more information on my screen about the stream now. I didn't have that earlier. A couple more people, just getting into the pillar, and Archie Sofield going on for a second lap and pushes him to P6. So people doing double push laps, which is an interesting strategy. Not one that I thought I would see here today.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, you were muted, Joe, because there was some horrible background noise.
Oh god, right. But yeah, no worries.
There still is.
Oh bloody hell. Was it like a fuzz or something, or?
We can hear your game.
It just sounded like a washing machine in the background.
Okay.
You might need to check if noise suppression is an option on your Discord and turn it on if it is. Whoa, as Kian makes a mistake and gravel.
Yep.
Who else do we have? Archie Sofield as well. He's trying to improve. James Quinn on an out lap. So he's going to try and improve himself off the bottom of the drivers with lap times. Another driver with a lap time, who has not said lap time yet. Jack Smart, who's currently on a push lap, I believe. He's trying to improve. Get himself out of the drop zone. James Quinn, Jack Smart, AJ Curtis, Nubby, and Obek are the current drivers in the drop zone. If they can just improve a little bit, that would aid them massively. Right on the limit of track, right on the track limits there, Jack Smart. He now comes through, improves to P6. He's safe for now, which knocks Kian into the drop zone with his improvement.
Yeah. Also, AJ Curtis is on Inters for some reason.
He's again just trying to get a bank. more important.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's interesting. It's interesting that Curtis is on Inters, considering the fact that the game says he's on softs. I've got his tires pulled up.
No,
I've got
it
his
says
tires pulled
Inters
up
for all
on
of
the
us.
screen,
It says Inters.
on my
Oh,
screen it says he's
you're-
on soft, but I can see that he's on.
You're
Inters.
looking at the lap time in which you probably previously set, which was in
Yeah.
softs in Q1. Whereas I'm looking at his
Yeah.
current tyre, and it says Inters.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's like the thing on the left by his name says softs. Top right says Inters, and he is clearly on Inters. So I've just got a visual bug.
It'll update when he finishes his lap time, as he's now coming towards the end of the sector 2. He is purple, apparently. Why do we not have any...
How?
It
No,
just
that's
showed
not the
purple
one.
for Nubby as well.
There we go.
I will
That's
say,
the one I
he
want.
used to have
Whoa,
lot
there's a bit of a
grip
slide.
on Inters.
He now comes through sector 3. Does he improve? Yes, he
No,
does.
it's just upgrade to Inters. It's an improvement, but not enough to get him out of the drop zone.
No, he is still in the drop zone. Speaking of drivers in the drop zone, James Quinn, he comes towards Spoon Curve to try and get himself out of that drop zone, as well as Nubby in front of him, also in the drop zone, trying to get his first lap time in. He's probably improving as he gets across personal best sector 2 there. Personal best, it won't be an overall purple, I don't think.
Yeah, James is 14 seconds up.
All the drivers, top 10 downwards are within 2 seconds. So I think all of these drivers are probably going to have to get another lap in, including our current pole sitter. There we go. There we go. There's a change there. James Quinn, fast lap of the race, fast lap of qualifying by 1/10.
Yeah, not just that, also Mint and Lux.
Obeck now just trying to get the last lap time of the session on the board. He's on the mediums, so it's very much a banker. He comes across the line. There we go, P9. So our current drop zone is Nubby, RJ, Louis, Kian, and AJ Curtis.
AJ Curtis is going around again.
He's 5 seconds down, 7 seconds down in sector 2. He will be boxing at the end of this lap. I presume getting on the softs with 4. Oh, he's lost it.
Oh, and that is why it is dangerous to use the Inters.
Ashley Curtis, a 130R ends his.
There's no way that's not a red flag. There's no way that's not a red flag. He's right in the middle of the track.
There are no red flags in the F1 game qualifying, unfortunately. But we've got to be very careful, just warning cautions out to all the drivers. Car stopped in the middle of 130R. I believe the car has been cleared away by our experts, marshals, also known as removing the car. The game's removing the car.
Yeah.
It's effectively like the Gary's mod removal gun.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So the Gary Marshall's doing that work.
UFO picks up the F1 car and brings it back to the pit lane. As fast as possible. Obeck, 0.04.
Pulling back into the pit for the last time. I don't think he's going to have enough time to do another.
No, they do. They do have enough time. Obeck, 0.04 down in sector 2, but he boxes.
There might be enough time, but I mean, is James going to feel the need to do another lap?
I think. Well, let's have a look here, okay? Top 5 have all got 129 lap times. And the top 10 are all doing 130s, top 11, sorry, are all doing 1 minute 30s. So if someone can, just find that 1 second improvement, it might put the drivers at risk. But does it put James Quinn at risk? That is the question. We don't know as we see Mint Kestrel.
Mint is going for another run.
Yeah, I think he's probably going to be doing a double push here at Suzuka.
Thermite is on the push lap as well, trying to improve.
Is Thermite going to be able to do what you did in the last qualifying session? Just sneak his way up into the top 3.
Mint Kestrel has just gone purple sector 1 as he now comes towards Spoon Curve. The car in front of him, one of the V carbs. Louis Clark in front of him.
If Mint does take the top spot, James is going to want to get out now.
He's gone out.
Oh, excellent.
He's
Yeah.
preventing. He's on a preventative. He's very much trying to
Yeah,
cover off Mint
if he wants
Kestrel.
to Yeah, if he wants to preemptively defend that from Mint, he would have had to just go
Yeah.
out immediately.
Purple in Q2 going pole in Q2 does not mean anything, but it just will probably give the driver a bit more confidence going into the session. Mostly drivers are probably safe as Killsbury's retired.
In the pits.
I believe he's retired to the pit lane. 1:25 from Mint Kestrel. That's a good lap time.
Thermiter coming across the line.
That was about 0.6 of a second there.
P4 for Thermiter as well. Great lap from him.
Archie Sofield.
I spoke Mint's success into existence.
Reverse to the commentator's curse, but Archie Sofield now coming across the line, finishing his lap. No improvement. No improvement for Archie. 1.3 down.
Yeah, 3/10 up. Going through.
Thermiter's in fourth currently.
107 seconds.
Which is wild to me because if Mint hadn't set another time, do you think Thermiter would be sat in third right now? I'm not sure what was Mint's previous time.
Mint was P3 before with a 1:29.3.
Okay, no, Thermiter would be still in fourth then.
Yeah. I'm watching Kian now. He's a good lap, I think.
Thermiter slow at the hairpin. Nubby going through the S's. He started his hot lap as well as Obeck, James Quinn, RJ, and Kian all to start all who have started their hot laps.
Yeah, Kian just went half a second. No resistance, and he's invalidated.
Team Super Jazz has retired from the session. He's confident that he's going to be safe.
Q2 is done and dusted. There's no more laps going to be set after everyone else.
Louis, Jack, Resnell, and Luxie have all been locked in, cannot improve. Next across the line, I believe to be Archie. He's 10 seconds down. He's not going to improve. He's probably just going to cross the line and just advance to the next session. But in front of him, is Termiter, who's just boxed. And Archie Sofield, who is now just boxed.
Nubby on a lap.
What is he? He's half a second down. Can he find it into the final braking zone of the lap? Comes through the chicane. It's clean. He gets a good exit. Down towards the line. Does he improve? No. He's out.
Incredible.
James Quinn does not improve. RJ, can he improve?
Mint 2/10 down.
Yes, he can. He's knocked Obeck out, who's just gone into the pit lane. Can Kian improve? No, he's invalidated. And that is it. So our bottom five are Obeck, Smudgy, also known as Nubby, Louis, Kian, and AJ Curtis are bottom five.
Yep.
Now, Mint Castrol, James Quinn, Logan Edward, Termiter, Tame Super Jazz, Resdal, RJ, Polius, Jack, and Archie. Who do you think will be our pole sitter or our top three for Q3?
Oh, that is an excellent question. I'm not quite sure. It could really be anyone's game, considering how
close the lap times are.
Yeah, the lap times are very close, and also just this track, one mistake and just boom, you're gone.
Yeah, not just that, with the way ALR over the
yeah, ALR especially.
It's so close between them. It's so close between all the drivers. Like even there, I think they're 2 seconds between 10th and 1st. It's really, anything like James and Mint seem quite comfortable at the front, but at the same time they could have an issue, and you have a whole stampede of cars that are competitive right on the gearboxes of them. So it's very much it's very close competition.
That's what I mean when I say it could be, quite frankly, anyone's game.
Exactly. Yeah, honestly, it's like a lottery at this. But Mint coming out the blocks on his debut, showing some pace, 3/10 ahead of James Quinn, the pace outset for this season and for I think the back end of last season as well. And so we head into Q3, the last call, the fateful Suzuka Japanese Grand Prix, and what will the
Nothing
order
could
look
ever
like?
go wrong here.
Bit of support in the broadcast chat for DeFox. Unfortunately, he was knocked out in Q1. He is long gone from qualifying.
Yeah,
Wait, he was in
Last of the
qualifying?
drivers to set a lap time.
Yeah,
Only
and also
Fox
10
YOLO.
seconds. Yeah, 10
DeFox,
seconds worth of penalties as well.
DeFox DNF'd and then got disconnected.
So not the best
Hit that-
session for the
Hit the wall
Fox.
so hard his game crashed, probably.
That's an issue.
That's a
Got
skill
second
issue.
on track, it's a Mercedes.
James Quinn.
James again.
Oh, unsafe rejoin there in the background between Mint Castrol and Archie Sofield.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
down to
not
the
close
last
one.
10.
I
These
think it
are
was
the,
Archie.
these are their
Release
final
Renzo.
positions.
Was it
Renzo
Archie
with an
Sofield?
unsafe
No, I
release
think it was one of the
behind.
Williams, actually. Yeah, it was Killspree. Sorry, I thought the Williams versus Williams on the back wing looked very similar to the Petronas text of the Mercedes.
And another unsafe release this time, or otherwise known as Jack Smart. So that's chaos in this this opening stages of Q3, but seems like we move on.
Indeed.
This is probably going to be like any other qualifying session in ALR, stupidly close. As
We are
where
on
these
board. We're on board here with Mint Castrol. He's coming through towards Spoon Curve in the kick Sauber. He's looking good to get a pole position here. Very quick on the 1 lap pace. We don't know what his race pace like because I can't remember what he did in round 1. How he did in round 1 because I of course was not
he didn't
there.
race in round one. He didn't race in round one. This is
So we have a rookie debut for Mint Castrol.
yep, and but I have
Yeah, no,
raced
this
Mint
is, as far
Castrol.
as I'm aware, this is the first time I've seen Mint
Mint
race as
Castrol,
well.
he is the replacement to you, Joe, if I'm correct.
Yes. Was it Mint Castrol
Oh, he boxes.
installation lap? Interesting strategy.
He probably
Maybe
made a bad exit and does not want to waste the tyres. A very smart move there from Min, or just an absolute blunder of the strategy. Didn't put enough fuel in the car. Anyway, James.
Either the smartest thing you've ever seen or the dumbest. There's
Yeah,
no in
either
between.
one. You never
Yeah.
know. James Quinn now going through sector 1. Now the leading car to set the qualifying lap. He's really trying to push it now. Q3, this is where the top 10 is decided for the actual race. We are looking for a very good session as our yellow in sector 3 as one of the Red Bulls is slowing down towards the final chicane. But as we are now here watching Degner 2, James Quinn really just getting up onto the curve, flicks it in towards the hairpin here at Suzuka. Nice and tight, get the entry, mid-apex, get the power down. Perfect exit for James Quinn. On the curve and the exit, get a little bit of tarmac that's available there on the inside without touching the grass. Down towards Spoon Curve as we go. Get right as wide as you can, get to the first apex, get the curve into the second apex, and get the power on. Don't run too wide, otherwise you will get an invalid lap time. Now towards the Q2 exit sector endpoint, 1:11.7. We have no idea if that's good.
Okay, Killspree.
Braking zone. Final braking zone now into the final corner. Power down. Runs down the straight. 1:28.5. That's a very good banker lap time.
And Polius with a 29.3 just behind.
30.3 for Luxie.
Yeah, we got Archie Softfield heading through over the line. James has already finished his lap by this time. He just had 30. Half a second down on Luxie. Logan Edward. Redzel over the line. He's 0.2 quicker than Archie Softfield. We got
I feel like in the absence of
E2.
I feel like in the
Beautiful.
absence of any like freak occurrences, I feel pretty safe in saying James, Polius, Mint, any three of those are up contended. Mint, weirdly enough, for someone who's this is the first time I'm seeing them race, is doing very well.
RJ then managed to sneak up to P5 as we have a car in the gravel. Reznall's
is
not
rough.
having a good day. He's going to have to box get off those soft compound tyres because they're probably flat spotted, scrubbed, or somewhere in between.
Yeah, Rental misjudging the McLaren F1 car.
Yeah, I think Mint must have made a mistake, or he's done a really smart strategy. We don't know, but he's now started his hot lap. Reznall's retired. He's not having a good day, which means that everyone, I presume, will be able to get in front of Reznall. Reznall will be P10 unless Archie and Mint cannot improve above a 130.6. But I think both of the drivers will improve. As we have Killspree now boxing, all the drivers boxing because they've done their hot laps. Only person who's currently still on a hot lap is Mint Kestrel. He goes purple sector 1 in Q3. Now towards the hairpin we go. Flick it in tight corner. Lock up a little bit there on front left. Gets the power down and starts running towards Spoon Curve.
Yeah, Thermite running out of fuel heading in. He's going to be replicating the Fox pace, heading through. But yeah, yeah, compared to Mint Castrol, I have a feeling Mint will go slightly faster than what Thermite is going right now.
I hope Termite is going to move out the way pretty soon as Mint Kestrel starting his hot lap, continuing his hot lap. He's purple sector 2 as well. These guys have got to get out the way and into the pit lane, as they both do.
Lock up into the Casio triangle, heading into the line. What's the time going to stop at? It's a 10th off, 600th off.
Showing his competitiveness right there, which does mean that I would presume that his early pit stop after just one outlap was a tactical decision, not a mistake, showing that he would actually be able to extract that performance and look after the tyres.
Yeah, is this going to be a double push or is this going to be a pit, do you think?
Logan Edwards, someone who showed very good pace and performance in the first race of the season in Australia. He's now leaving the pit lane.
I'm being ignored.
Yep. Lock up there on the side. I completely missed what you were saying because I was too busy watching what's going on.
Yeah, I asked if you think Mint's going to do a double push or going to pit.
I really do not know. Just realised I need to turn up the F1 24 game volume because no one can hear it.
Because we've seen a lot of double pushes today.
That is true, we have. So it is really going to be a mixed performance. Oh, there's my tab. My game tabs out again.
Just muted for a quick second.
Archie Sofield now coming through. Luxie, sorry, not Archie Sofield, reading the wrong name there. Coming through the final corners to start his hot lap. A couple other cars leaving the pit lane. Believe that to be Termiter. No, he's not on the circuit. Is it Polius? No, Polius is disconnected. I've just noticed. He's just sitting in the lobby. I just tabbed onto his stream. Unless there's a mistake in my podcast. Yes, there is a mistake.
Do you want me to double check and give Polius a ping?
No, it's all good. My thing was paused. the mini broadcast was paused.
Oh, excellent.
You know, just love to see it.
Yeah.
210
Oh, it is.
Heading through the deck curves.
What could go wrong?
Happen. Heading now into the Spoon Curve. I wonder if Luxie could put off of the pole time. But heading through Spoon Curve, the chaos curve of this league. And now onto the barrier. He's got 27% ERS, 25% ERS left now. So he hasn't got a lot to play with heading down into 130R before then being able to recharge through the Casio triangle. So is he going to be able to... Oh, he's left.
He's disconnected.
Ooh.
That's unfortunate. He was on for a good lap, I presume.
Yeah, he was like 4 seconds up, I think.
If that was just the result of the internet happening, that is unfortunate.
Yeah, that is a stab. The guys driving for the Imperial team. Oh no, Imperialist does not own.
Used to own a team, not anymore.
Nah, that's a
I know.
shame.
You still own a team. You own Haas now, don't you?
Yeah, I own Haas because I got kicked out of Aston and no one told me.
Tap. Well, you're missing out because
It's like how I got kicked out of McLaren, and then all the team slots were taken by them.
Yeah. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize they were like, oh yeah, no, we're gonna not do the custom teams. We're only gonna do like the F1 teams. So now everyone has to redo their team, but no one told me.
There we go. Looks he's rejoined the session. That's good.
And yeah, so that's a shame that he must also a shame for him having to drop his drive as Mint's coming through, getting blocked by Luxie nearly. That was very, very close to a penalty, and also James has reported that Luxie has blocked him as well earlier. I think I was in queue, so I might have to have a look at that because seems like Luxie's recreating Nikita Mazepin traffic management at the moment. But we got a yellow flag for a Red Bull in 130R. That is Thermiter.
But the one way you can tell he's not actually Mazepin though is that he's not arse in the gravel.
Yeah, that's a good point to be fair, and he's also a war criminal. But back to the F1 stuff. Back to the F1 stuff. We got Kestrel, 3669. I don't know why I had to say the number, but hey ho. 2 tenths up, so he's going to take pole here. If in the last 15 seconds of qualifying, Cadmian
You
Kestrel
haven't
in the
committed a little bit of
debut.
war crime.
What?
It's just your thing of Mazepin, who hasn't committed a small amount of war crimes, on occasion, just for fun.
Yeah, no,
There we go. Mint pole position there. With just as the time ends, he's done. See if anyone else can improve.
And James take that back, or is Mint gonna stay right there? I told you. For a rookie, Mint is putting out a solid performance.
James is only 14 milliseconds up as well. He's
Gonna have to really find the time as he comes through the final corner.
He's gonna get.
Doesn't.
Oh, he improves by the smallest amount. That's a.
Logan Edward has been screwed over by his disconnection. He's not going to be improving. Tame Super Jazz, I think he is down on his lap. Termiter, I believe, is up. Termiter across the line. P4, 3-4 for Red Bull Racing.
Killspree's down by like 4 seconds. 3 tenths up.
RJ,
Oh,
he stays.
Improved position.
That was contact with the wall there, wasn't it?
One car left. Killspree. Can he improve? I presume not, because he is well down. He boxes.
No, that's a bit shocking.
Yeah, he was 4
and there we go. We are done.
He was 4 seconds down and then he hit the wall.
100th between Archie and Luxie, Logan Edward. So that was
With that, with the first full qualifying of ALR is over.
Yeah, since Monza, in season 1, all those races. When we had what was it?
We did a full quali in Monza.
Yeah, because we had like chaos and like loads of people joined, and we had that Red Bull terror and like killing everyone.
Fair enough. I don't remember that particularly, but fair enough.
I remember Monza for the wrong reasons. The spin at Scari. Yeah, so we have the order then. We have Ming Kestrel in the debut, 2 tenths ahead of James Quinn. Then comes Tame Super Jazz, the season 1 champion, ahead of the league founder Thermiter, the 2 Red Bulls looking at the second row. Then comes Dottie, else known as Jack Smart, Killsbury Polius in the Williams, 6 tenths behind in 6th, RJ in the Ferrari in 7th, and then Luxie Logan Edward, the guy who does war crimes, in 8th. Then comes Archie Sofield and Rensel in McLaren, who DNF.
Just having to fix all of our board medias because I've just realised that it's wrong. Okay, there we go. There we go, it's all fixed.
I was about to say, don't tell me that's not been recording the entire time because I'll breathe.
No, it was just basically it wasn't taking up the entire output source. I've now stretched it so it is. We are getting ready here for the race starts. I will be taking you through the first lap of the ALR Suzuka Grand Prix. You can just see that on the right. Some of the cars lined up on the grid just through that gap. Co-commentators will be sitting it out for the first lap, as I have muted them on the stream source, so they can't even, there's no point in them speaking. We are now just waiting. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And it's lights out, and away we go here with 18 cars at the Suzuka Grand Prix. Mint Castrol gets a great run. James Quinn looking to the inside. Logan Edward on the outside possibly as they go through this corner. All calm so far. Penalty for Louis. As we go through, all cars made it through clean enough. But 2 Red Bulls really close there, P3 and 4. Really just trying to close up and see if they can try and find a gap. As there's a caution in Sector 1 as there's a Red Bull off. The Fox is off. Din Moore is just trying to catch up. He catches up to... Lots of cars off, lots of mistakes happening, lockups everywhere. People just in that chaos and rush of the first lap. Reznell's in ghosting. He's probably made a mistake. The Fox had another mistake in the background there. Termiter up at the front. He's P4. He's dropped down behind his teammate. No, he's started P4. My mistake. DeFox made another mistake. Dropped behind YOLO. And YOLO's made another mistake. Dropped behind Din. Din's moved 2 positions on the start. Obex ran wide. Key and Archie's ran wide after going side by side through Spoon Curve. James Quinn now in P2, trying to see if he can get a good exit and try and get ahead of Mint Kestrel. You won't get no DRS this time round, DRS next time round. 132.2 is the opening lap, fast lap time. As Killspree and Termiter are side by side down the main straight, trying to find a move around the outside Killspree before turn 1. Nice little move there from with Slipstream. Is a gap found between these two? No, they stay behind. Little bit of a sight in the pit stops. He's serving a penalty, I believe. As we get back on board with the leaders. James Quinn now 3/10 to Mint Kestrel. With James just 1.3 behind. He's been dropping back slowly. And there's been a mistake. Kian has gone off into the gravel. And YOLO's made a mistake. YOLO's stopped. He's now gets back going again. More yellows. Everybody on the medium compounded tyre. Louis in the back, who's made his pit stop, is on the hard compounded tyre. Race strategy will be medium hard in this race. Seems to be the most popular one of choice. Evidently, with 17 of the 18 cars currently on the medium compounded tyre. As they go through, James Quinn now his DRS 7/10 back. He's closing it up. Termitus made a mistake. He's got again. 3-second time penalty for Archie. Same in Killspree. Season 1 champion, Season 2 champion, going head to head for P4. which is allowed. Oh, he's gone a bit wide. Luxie looking for the inside, just not given the room to get round a Termiter. Luxie's been gaining some positions on this start. Dinmore up the most positions on the start, 5 positions gained. He's missing his front wing though. He's going to have to make a pit stop as he's got a penalty. He's cut across. Whoa! He's just hit AJ Curtis. That's going to be a penalty after the race, possibly even disqualification. If there's proof of intent, he's just gone right off and slammed into someone else. Didn't really seem to be locking up. We'll just have to check his inputs and see if he was on the throttle or not. Co-commentators now unmuted from the broadcast. You can now hear your wonderful co-commentators of this race again. As James Quinn looks to the outside of turn 1, can he find the gap? He's alongside, just doesn't get the move to stick. So we look further down the grid, everyone just holding the gap. Obek just gets ahead of Jack Smart there down the straight. No one else really close enough. Kean's lost the front right end plate. Front left end plate, sorry.
Dottie gets past Obek again through turn
3.
Has got past the struggling Nubby who's
The
in the
Fox
pits.
has got ahead of Smudgy. That's because of a pit lane overtake.
Penalty for Kean.
Kean, yeah, he does get a penalty. Chaos in the back. 18 cars going. No safety cars yet as we are on lap 4.
James and Mid-Castrol battling for the lead. James made a dive. Didn't pay off. There was a bit of contact. James got ahead initially, but then Mint on the exit gets the power
Possible
down.
bits.
99 Sauber gets back in front. The AJC machine putting up a lot more of a fight than the AJC machine, driven by its owner AJ. Heading into 130, is there going to be some Fernando Alonso, Michael Schumacher flashbacks?
No, there will not. James Quinn probably a bit frustrated, showing almost maybe some inexperience or just some frustration being behind, going with that dive bomb, really slowing them out. And it's allowed Team Superjazz to get within DRS range. So maybe the dive bomb from James Quinn has really actually screwed them more than they would hope. As James Quinn now has DRS down the main straight, he won't be close enough. Speaking of close enough though, Termiter and Luxie. Termiter, does he look to the inside? No, he just doesn't find the gap because they both have DRS. And that has just helped Luxie just hold the position as they go through. The S is now a difficult place to overtake. I don't think any overtakes will be happening there. As further down the grid, there's a long...
James got on the curb and he nearly spun. That was... Got onto the curb and lost the car. There's a battle between Luxie and...
Termiter's the outside. Just enough about room, bit of contact there, more contact as they get through. Luxie just leads over Termiter through the Degners. They are dropping well back from kill spree. They need to work together if they want to move up in this race and up in the world of sim racing. And try and catch up to these top cars. Speaking of a close fight though, James Quinn is now 3/10 off Tesla. He's really finding time through Sector 1 and Sector 2 as Yola Henke is retired and we have a safety car.
Ooh, what happened there?
Yolo Henkai, I think he's got off through the first part of the S's. He's dropped it on turn 3 and he's in the wall, and that is one of the Alpines out and the other Alpine down and that's with a penalty. That's
James Quinn still pushing it under safety car, went a bit wide on the curve. Maybe we'll see a pit stop happen. Maybe they'll go from medium to soft. Or hard for the rest of the race. Speaking of a pit stop, Mint Kestrel's into the pit. Same with James Quinn, Team Superjazz. Killspree is in. Termiter. Luxie's in. Termiter is in. RJ in. Jack in. Obek. Does he box? We will about to find out.
He does box.
He does.
Archie,
Looking up at the top.
Archie stays out for track position. He's going to argue as long as he gets
Mint Kestrel has lost positions in the pit lane with a front wing change, which now means Team Superjazz is leading. But unless Archie can get ahead, this is going to be a close one. Does not get ahead. Archie just gets P3. Which means James Quinn is going to be held up. I guarantee you that there will be a Mercedes team order and a position swap between Archie Sofield and James Quinn to hold up Mint Kestrel and Luxie.
Yeah, also not the best pit stop run for the AJC Sauber. Both of them having 10-second penalty. Having a speeding penalty. He's still in the pits. And Mint Kestrel losing 4 positions and with a 10-second penalty behind a safety car. That's a shocker for Mint.
Mint Kestrel, a young promise and a young driver who's shown good potential, but he's actually been dropping down in this race. And just showing his inexperience by getting that speeding in the pit lane penalty, being a brand new driver who's probably not driven with our rule set. Tame Super Jazz, Season 2 champion, now leading this race. Sorry, Season 1 champion.
I was about to say Polius is the Season 2 champion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's quite fitting then. First place the Season 1 champion. Second.
That's not alluding to anything, because Soka would be the Season 3 champion. Keep this going. But that's probably alluding to nothing.
Yeah, it was going somewhere until then. Yeah. Also, Nubby is probably getting a bit frustrated. He's being held up by the AR go. He's on the grass under the safety car. The last thing he needs is for Ericsson to hit him, unlike Roman Grosjean back in 2018 back. That's heading through 10 seconds back. Look at... I think Nubby in the S's, overtook Rensel, had to give the position back, and just stuck behind this safety car, is he even going full throttle? If he is, that is a very, very slow car.
Let's go to Imperial, our pit lane reporter here today for the ALR Grand Prix, ALR Suzuka Grand Prix. What do you think the strategy is going to be, Imperial, as you've got the experience in the commentary booth? What about race strategy, and you've seen what these guys will do?
I think... it is tough. Obviously, they've all swapped onto the hards, which means they're intending to, like... Some of them probably want to try and aim to go to at least near the end before maybe swapping onto a set of softs and trying to get some quick lap times.
Although Tame Super Jazz, our current race leader, who did make a pit stop, did change onto the mediums, so he will probably have to make another pit stop, because he's not mandatory pit stop, but do you think he'll be trying to run away from the rest of the pack on the medium compound tyre?
It's a very good chance that anyone on the mediums is trying to get up an advantage on anyone on the hards as current before, and effectively build that gap between them now, so when they have to pit in the future, they can effectively not lose as many positions.
Now the question is, does a safety car breed a safety car in ALR? And would it have been better to get your mandatory tyre change out the way under this safety car, which Tame Super Jazz should have probably gone onto the softs, waited for the second safety car, and pit back onto the mediums?
I don't know, but one thing I do know is that I've just seen 7 places in this race alone, and also just as we cut onto Imperialist strategy time, Din more nearly ran into
Whoa! Looks like he's dropping down the order.
Like he's in the Donbass. What? And James Quinn was struggling.
Most positions gained in this race to Fox with 7. Termiter, RJ.
We have reports, by the way, of an illegal swap by the Mercs.
Illegal swap.
Yeah, it looks like
an
a
illegal.
swap.
Yeah.
How have they done that?
It looks like one of them went off of the track, and then the other overtook them, and then the other came back onto the track behind them.
Okay, there might have to be a penalty there, but we are about to get away. I will be taking you through the restart lap alone as we now get through the final corner straight. Will Tame Super Jazz go? Yes, he does. Or is he? Yes, he has now gone with an early launch. It's causing chaos in the back. There's almost 3 wide there between Mint Kestrel and Termiter. Mint Kestrel, Archie and Termiter, they all sorted themselves out. But the back, Smudgy's retired, and there's another safety car. There's another caution, not a safety car yet. As AJ makes a pit stop as well as Kian, trying to just serve penalties.
Min upholds it up into fourth, and they'll be out of session. And then side by side in the
Another
background with
DNF.
RJ and Dotty, or otherwise known Jack Smart, the other Aston Martin. It's Luxy into the Dagnus, side by side again. The Ferrari doing a bit of motocross. That was, oh, he's won again. That could be the end of his race. No, it's not. Just about keeps on the track. There's contact between Oback and the Fox heading through on the exit of the Dagnus. The Fox letting Oback through for now.
Bit of a race for the Alpine team. Both drivers DNF from this race. Luxy just trying to find the gap around the inside, and there's a driver swap, position swap there, I presume. Mint Kestrel really on the back of James Quinn, trying to probably get ahead. That tactical swap from the Mercedes duo has not paid off, as Archie Sofield's off in the gravel in the background.
He just tried to do a NASCAR line through Spoon, and it did not pay off. He's lost position, and he's now back where he qualified in P9. And the side-by-side into 130 out between Lewis Clark and Dinmore. Dinmore comes out in front on the outside. That was very cautious but scary stuff there. Through 130Rs, they come out the Casio Triangle. The Fox struggling 6 places up, as well as Dinmore, who's 6 places up. There's battling between Archie and RJ through Turn 1 and through Vettel's B farm. And
which is not modelled in this game, unfortunately. James Quinn, James Quinn, Mint Kestrel, Termiter, currently the fight. Sorry, Killspree, James Quinn, Mint Kestrel and Termiter, the fight for P2. Really a close fight, and I think this will allow Luxy to catch back up slowly over this race if he can get within DRS range.
We did one, the Fox, that was nearly contact through.
Side by side again, down the inside forward of Fox, doesn't find the room, doesn't find the overtake. Mint Kestrel though, he's got James Quinn, putting him up to P3 through the hairpin. We missed that as we were watching the Fox and Din have their fight.
Very crucial there. And
AJ Curtis, another 3-second time penalty. Yeah. Not looking good for him.
Like we could have a move into 130R here. Mint Kestrel, the C.
Yeah, less than 2 tenths, just not finding that gap.
No.
Maybe here, no, does not decide to make the overtake.
Archie nearly went side by side through.
Now down towards the straight. DRS deployed.
There's a spin from RJ as Oback overtakes them. RJ was between Oback and Archie, and RJ went off a little bit to the left, and I think there was contact, and it spun RJ out because they're all on a line. They're all grouped up, and I think
we tabbed onto that chaos and missed the overtake where Killspree is overtaking James Quinn. Obeck overtaking Archie laid further down in the pack. Jack Smart is going. Sorry, AB looks he spun. He's in the gravel. He has spun the gravel. Oh, unsafe rejoin there. But thankfully, Ghosting has protected them both. Contact between the Aston Martins. A bit of rivalry. A bit of friendly fire there.
And there was near the contact between Dinmore and Lewis Clark.
James Quinn on the back of Killspree. Can he try and get back ahead in this race? Or has he been screwed over?
Big shot with Luxy and RJ. They're both off in the hairpin. I don't know what's.
And that's another safety car. Luxy's lost his front wing, and so has RJ. That is the second safety car of this race. That's Team Super Jazz, who's not done his mandatory pit stop and will want to do it now, getting onto the hard tyres. Everyone else on the hards, I don't think they can make a pit stop onto the mediums. I don't think it's possible. No, I think they have to stay out. I think that's paid out wonderfully for Team Super Jazz, although it will drop him down the order. I think
he'll have the better tyres, so as long as he has the race.
Sorry, has he just gone on to a third set of mediums?
What? Yeah, he has. I think.
What was that? I can double check that for you if you give me a moment.
Yeah.
Just looking. No, he's on the hards. He's on the hards. I was about to say, has he made a pit stop blunder? Contact there. Jack Smart overtaking James Quinn under safety car, and James getting a penalty for it. That must be revoked after this race as the bottom half of the grid makes their pit stop. Jack Smart, whoa, he's making lots of contact and illegal overtakes on some cars. Here, that will probably be a penalty for him post-race and a penalty removed for James Quinn. Lots of these drivers after this race will be going into the FIA Race Control Centre and appealing some of these penalties that they have been given in and getting the time removed from their final time to push them up the grid.
Also, can I get your thoughts on Obeck going on? Well,
Obeck going on. Obeck going on to the softs is an interesting choice at this stage of the race. I think maybe Obeck is trying to make up some positions and some time.
Oh, Obeck showing his game knowledge there as he's Reznal's in ghosting. And because he was in ghosting slow, it allowed Obeck just to get an overtake.
Also, speaking of positions, we got Din Moore, who was last on the grid, has made up in this race in 11 laps, which is...
It's made his way to P8, which is a pretty incredible...
Voice messages?
Who has?
James is just sending a bunch of voice messages.
Oh, it's because he's trying to communicate without, you know, texting and going in ghosting. Imperial, if you could just listen through those.
I can't. I can barely hear them. Give me a moment. I'll try.
I'll put them on your phone or something and listen them into your ear. DeFox has left the session. Someone can send him an invite back.
I'll try.
Oh, we got a pit stop. James Quinn is making his stop because of his broken front wing. He's making a wing change. He's also serving the penalty. So he can get his time regained post-penalty if he's going to appeal it, which I presume he would.
Yeah, no, I can't hear a thing. I'm going to quickly drop DeFox a re-invite.
We've got, also speaking of, we got footage from the Merc illegal cast. If anyone wants to check that.
As long as it goes into the dedicated channel of incident report, then it will take place, the illegal swap. If Merc illegal car swap foot clip does go into where it should be, then we're all good.
Yeah. Oh, there's a swap for positions between the...
Oh, what's going on there? I think it's just people shuffling around where they're accidentally making overtakes under safety. Chaos in this race where the F1 game system is just letting us down.
It's such a shame as well, because, like, you can pick out and point out so many times that the game should be penalizing people or shouldn't be penalizing people, and then
it does something different. Yeah, for example, Mid-Kestrel has a 10-second time penalty.
For nothing.
Same with Termiter. A couple other people will have 3 seconds and 6 seconds either for cutting. Mid-Kestrel was for speeding in the pit lane. He earned his. As if it was a medal. I'm not sure about Termiters though. I think James Quinn probably has a couple he wants to appeal. He's always a big fan of appealing a penalty.
Apparently, the reason why Obeck, according to comms, to the team radios, the reason why Obeck had to pit onto the softs and then the hards was because there was an incident involving wing damage, and so they had to change tires going into the pits.
Bit of kerfuffle in the pack as we are about to get going as we go through the final chicane of the lap. And we are green here at Suzuka, getting on the power. Down the straight we go towards someone. Everyone really close together. Is there going to be an overtake on the first lap as Tame Superjazz gets a great run? So is that same? No, it's Termiter getting a great run, but he's just dropped back down to the inside again. Can he get a move on Archie? No, he can't. Looking further back. And he overtakes. No, is everyone sort of passing the ghost of Reznal? Whoa, the Fox is out.
Oh, he's just left the session. That's unfortunate for him. But side by side with Luxian, is through the Estes section. Not going to make anything of it. Obeck's battling with RJ in the background. and James Quinn as well in the back of the
RJ has dropped down to the back, not because of contact, because of unfortunate driving, as looks he gets ahead of the Ghost of Resnal. Whoa, Din! Whoa, really big crash.
And RJ. Oh no, that was a big jump for Dinmore. Din had an incident with him. Gonna look through damage. That might give some evidence.
Crash in the tunnel, trying to take out the bridge, clearly, as we were talking about earlier, which is going to cause a virtual safety car. Sorry, no, a full safety car. A full safety car is the safety car to get out of turn 1.
I wonder if he was involved.
I think this is a point. Can we talk to our pit lane reporter, Imperial? What is this, 14 laps to go, halfway through this race? Are people going to go back onto a new set of mediums? Is that the plan?
Maybe not. It depends on the age of their tires. For example, Tame is on 2-lap-old parts. I don't think Tame will pit. However, someone like Lewis, who's on 11-lap-old parts, would feel pretty safe pitting onto newer mediums. We'll see.
Let's see if your gamble pays off. If your prediction pays off. Termiter making a pit stop, getting off those 7-lap, 8-lap-old hards.
Yeah,
But the top couple of cars deciding to stay out on the circuit.
Yeah,
I would have.
Strange.
I would have gone onto the mediums if I were these guys.
Yeah,
also,
that's...
I think I missed something.
Whoa, Termite onto the inters.
Intermediate.
I think that's a pit stop error. A strategy error down at Red Bull Racing, putting him on the intermediate tyres. I think he's going to have to make another pit stop.
I might get flashbacks to season 1 and 2 at Ferrari.
Or he's run out of tyres, and he's had to change onto those to then change back onto a different set.
Seems Dinmore's pit crew went to Thermal. Is very Ferrari for the Red Bull team.
Strange.
What on earth?
People are requesting restarts. I think a vote has gone out, possibly.
I don't know if we'd have time to do a restart this late into the race.
What is the... No, we're halfway through, which normally means we keep going in this situation.
Yeah, I feel like we keep going. I don't think there's time for a restart.
Well, if we restart now, we have the option for the 25%, but we would then finish post 8 PM.
Look, I've got to eat at some point and also shower.
I think we still have 14 cars going. I think we just keep going in this race. I know it's unfortunate, and I know it's a lot of people have been struggling, but... we are restarting, apparently.
Oh, this is just being...
According to Termiter, the host.
I guess, is Termiter just forcing it then?
Seems that way.
I don't think that's...
Wait, I'm going to put before everyone disconnects, nobody disconnects.
Don't disconnect anyone.
To be fair, I've seen a lot of penalties under the safety car side of... I think
right, a vote has gone out for the restart. The drivers can now do that underneath the safety car.
Okay.
It's completely tied up at the moment. 7 yes. Majority no at the moment by 1 vote. At the end of this lap, we will make the decision if we are restarting or not.
Yeah, we have 12 laps left of this race, and it's looking Lewis Seif picking up a 10 apparently a severe collision with Tame Super Jazz under the safety car. This race is turning out to be a very chaotic one, quite 2000.
There will not be a restart in this race, as majority have voted against a restart.
Also, AJ Curtis is up 9 places, the highest amount of places gained at this point in his Sauber debut, I believe.
YOLO's left the session.
The number 9 Sauber up in P6 behind Archie Sofield, but is he going to be maybe pressured by Obeck, or is he going to be able to get anywhere near Minkrel in the other AJC machine in 99? numbered car, and the 28 numbered car of Killsbury, ahead of Dossie Jack Smart, who's always been a quick driver around my pace, around Luxie's pace, around like the top half of ALR, but he's just had contact, 2 pieces of contact with Killsbury under the safety car, which seemed a bit unnecessary. And yeah, we're heading through, just out of Spoon Curve now, heading in my book, this could be the end of the safety car.
Just like I say, AJ Curtis is up 9 places this race. Laps to go. Let's see what happens here as we now roll towards... More contact there. Jack Smart not knowing what the brake pedal is. As we roll now towards the start through the final chicane. When is Mint going to go? Now is his answer.
Now.
So apparently the game broke under the safety car, but like I don't quite know in what way.
I don't know. I didn't. I've seen a lot of penalties get out, but that could just be being ALR drivers.
Yeah.
There is. We all know that this game is well known for having skill issues. As RJ finds his way past Reznor, still in ghost mode.
Yeah, Ghost mode the entire race, causing. Oh, felt like a lot of penalties. Brett's already dropping down the order here.
3-second time penalty. That'll be for corner cutting. I think Reznor will probably not be in this race for too many laps in ghost mode.
Ooh.
As Luxie retires. That's another safety car.
Yay!
Oh my days. Right, now people will want to pit onto the mediums.
Japan.
Now, there's the 4th safety car of the Japanese Grand Prix this race. And AJ Curtis has lost the position.
Yeah, I think people will now want to choose the opportunity to get onto those medium tyres.
Yeah,
Since there are, what, 10 left by the time they've done their pit stop?
10, 11 laps, roughly. And like, another like, 1 or 2 of those is going to be under the safety car, so it's going to be minimal wear.
Our safety car driver getting more lap times, getting faster lap times than most drivers in this race. As RJ's retired.
What's RJ done? RJ's crashed at the run up into 130i.
Crashed on a straight.
What's happened there? I've just seen him. He's buried in the wall, just on the exit of Spoon on the inside. Just on the exit, you just see a Ferrari that is absolutely mangled.
Wow,
Like
people are
EA's.
still not pitting. Really adamant about staying out in this race.
Strange.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
Oh, Kian nearly ending up in the AJ Sauber, nearly turning his V carb into a Sauber, merging the two together.
The V
James
carb
up into P9.
You just got to remember in this race, got to keep it out. We are at our safety car limit. No more safety cars will be deployed. We do have one more VSC, and we still have red flags.
Yeah, I think the only red flag we've had in ALR is Canada, isn't it? Canada
season, yeah.
Yeah. Which it's weird because I feel like this game would have maybe like
with the crash between the crash with Din, I would have said was a red flag, where he was sideways on the circuit.
It feels like there should be more red flags than there actually are.
Yeah. Also,
I think no idea. But parked under the bridge sideways. Anyone would have said red flag in that situation.
Yeah.
Apart from EA, who seem to have...
Apart from EA, yeah.
Yeah. It seems like EA have the game design brain of an A. That's heading through. That's
EA build.
Yeah, EA. Hey Imperial, I wonder if EA has war crime dads as employers.
A mandate. They mandate it.
Yeah.
You must have committed a war crime to work at EA Sports.
Considering the way they program their game, honestly, the way they make their games alone is a war crime. Honestly.
Yeah, it's a war crime on its own. Whoa! Mint Kestrel on the restart. He's now screwed himself.
Mint down.
Oh, we're not
3
restarting.
positions.
Drivers,
in the
are they
pits.
making pit stops? Kian's in the pits. Oh god, that's really unfortunate for Mint. He was in a good position in this race. Is now P4. He's got to work his way back up. Kian there going onto the softs as we will be restarting with 8 laps to go. That's probably a good call.
What, Kian? Kian non-stop. Ooh. So could we see a Kian, a righty charge? We've seen the righty F1 team. Can we see a righty?
Right, second restart polls going out. We will see the results of that.
Yeah, well, we have 9 laps left, so would it probably a 5-lapper at least.
New restart poll. Yep, very much leaning towards yes this time. If we restart, it'll be a 25%.
We could do a 25% sprint, and that could match the amount of laps. Or just a 5-lapper, because by the time we've set everything up, it'll be.
Alright, everybody retire from the race. It is officially a race restart. Red flag, red flag, red flag. Full restart order will be confirmed at a later date.
Oh my
As
god.
the chaos ensues.
I just thought.
AJ Curtis gets a penalty. What a shot.
I just saw a Beyblade.
Oh.
It was like Gary Mosh.
Apparently, Obek wants it done from the order before the safety car, but no, it's going to be quality order.
Is it? I think we should probably be doing safety car order, but allowing the drivers who previously retired to rejoin.
Lads, do you think we'll have to do a new session because is AI?
No, we can just add them back. Oh, Reznal's AI.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh god, why is Reznal an AI?
He's
Oh,
been AI
wait,
the
if
entire
Mint,
race.
someone needs to get Mint to retire. Someone needs to get him to retire. Can someone just ping him? There we go. No, it's because he's an AI. We're done. It's fine. That's the end of the session. We'll be restarting this. Please wait patiently whilst we restart the session. Hello, everyone watching the stream. Just to let you know, we will be restarting the stream due to an issue. A new link will be sent into the ALR Discord server with a new stream, which will be run by Joe Singh. The Twitch account is called... Joe, can you repeat that, please? Didn't catch that.
_.
Right, okay, Joe's microphone's not working, but that's fine. But yeah, we will be changing stream. Thank you everyone for watching this one. You can go on to the next one and join that one.